don't take this person out. Would you politely go to hell?
Oh, okay.
I respond very infrequently, and then I forget to have Hal and Don turn off the signature, and so then so that people don't know it's me, and it is a little confusing.
It was refreshing to me that you jumped in and set the record straight on whatever they were talking about.
There was a misunderstanding that I understood, and this is not.
Oh, right. They were making a big thing out of nothing, and you stepped in and said, "Quit it."
And I basically
And
told
I
the guy,
appreciate
"Hey,
that.
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I know
big
you.
deal.
I know you think it's a bigger deal, but no.
Yeah.
We're all God's creatures.
No harm, no foul.
He was
right.
all,
Still
Jimmy
friends.
was so busy signing shirts. Oh,
No.
you mean signing shirts because that's what they make you do when you perform at the club, so you
Right.
get $75 of free food.
I don't like to tell the people all that information. I like them to think that I'm out there because people want my autograph.
Well, you would be out there if people wanted your autograph.
Oh, I am. So
Right? You know what I mean? I like going out there. I'm not one of those guys that I don't like being in the crowd or around the crowd before the show starts.
Never before the show.
Never before the show.
Matt, you're a performer now, having done Never Not Funny live a few times.
Sure.
And we had that situation here for our live show
Yeah.
when people started arriving. All of a sudden, Matt went from hanging out in the in where we were filming and taping to all of a sudden he's drifting away, and then eventually another room.
Well, there's no green room really. Like there's nowhere to go when the people just showed up, which is we didn't manage that situation maybe as well as we should have because we could.
How do you manage it?
We could have held people outside. But
let
that's
'em
weird
in.
too. But anyway, once they started coming in, me just sitting there at a table with them sitting there looking at me, and everyone was whispering for some reason.
They were all whispering too that you're there,
And that's not their fault. It just was the vibe was like we should be quiet, but it's like they didn't need to be. So I was like, I'm just going to remove myself so they don't feel weird.
Oh, so you did it for them as opposed to you.
That's how I'm going to spin it.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice positive spin. I do not like seeing the crowd before a show
It is
either.
kind of weird. That'd be weird, like if people came to a stand-up show and you're just sitting up on the stage
Yeah.
waiting.
But some comics kind of
do your
do
thing.
sit over to the side, like at the back table or something.
Kind of hang out, yeah, a little bit.
And then- but I don't-
like that. I like the theatricality. If you don't see me
Yes,
until I come
yes,
on,
yes. It's a
And
magic
you know what
trick.
else I don't like? When there's a big stage and they want you to walk in from the wings or from behind a curtain. I will, if it's a possibility, I will walk through the crowd up onto the stage when it is my turn because then it is I'm a man of the people. I'm not some guy that just walked out from behind
Oh,
a curtain
that's
like it's a
interesting.
magic trick. You know what I mean? Like the improvs, a lot of them,
Yes.
you cruise right down the center of the room to get on the stage, and that's how it should always be with stand-up comedy.
I hear what you're
Don
saying.
Rickles does it too with his song playing, and he
Yeah.
walks through and
Yep.
shakes hands.
But you know what? Acme Comedy in Minneapolis is a good example. I kind of like coming through that little curtain.
Oh, that curtain's so
boom,
fast.
a little
it's
hello.
like bang, you're there.
Yeah.
And that's a little too fast for me, but also that stage is a little too small for me. That thing is like
Well,
a little
you
wedge
like
that you stand
to
on.
roam it like a
you
panther.
know I run around. I
That's a
do a
good
lot
name.
of...
That's a good name for your CD. Roam it
Roam
like,
it
a, panther.
Roam it like a panther.
That's pretty
Bum,
good.
bum.
We're doing
Although
it.
since
Oh,
he's a-
there was a review. There was a review of Super High Me that said, or maybe it was a review of my stand-up. Yeah, it was a review of my stand-up that said I had a penchant for dicking around. And I thought that'd be a great title for something, a penchant for dicking around.
It's not a bad
It's
title.
a really good
But then you got
description.
dicking around in there, and then Walmart's not going to sell that on the shelf.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
I got red flags on every project you're involved with. You gotta be more hands-on.
Because you know I am going to work with this gentleman to my right to put out a
Yes,
CD
you're
this
recording
year.
it on
my
420.
first ever. I've only been doing stand-up for 20 years.
Oh,
And
that's
I'm
not
gonna
what it
do a
said on the
recording.
History of a Joke. History of the Joke said you've been doing stand-up for about 12 years.
It did?
Yeah,
I think they were being kind just to make me seem younger or something.
I thought that was maybe you're doing. I thought
Possibly.
maybe you had lied to them.
I might have. Whenever people ask me how long you've been doing it, I don't say 20 years. I say since I was 22. Because I did start when I was 22.
All right, and that's 20 years.
More.
What? How old are you now?
I don't want to say, Jimmy. You know
It's-
what?
it's more than 42.
I'll say it right after the 20-minute mark. That'll be a fun reason for people
Look at that.
to go and
Subscribe, jerks.
do a cliffhanger.
You people holding out. You're going to get Doug Benson's age. He and Todd Glass keep that very close to the vest.
Todd Glass is older than me, I think.
Is that right?
Save it for after the
And
20.
you're older than me. This is exciting. Where are we at now? We are 10 minutes away.
Okay, 10
we
minutes.
are 10 minutes away from the
my
Doug
real
Benson age
age.
reveal.
To quote
Oh,
Doug
I
Benson,
can't
T
believe-
minus 10.
I can't believe I have to do that. I have to incorporate this year. Are you already incorporated?
No.
Jimmy, are you gonna?
No.
Why not?
I don't.
All the money that's rolling in, you don't need to incorporate?
I have. You got to make. How much you got to make to incorporate?
I don't know. There's
I'm not gonna make that.
sort of magic number.
Is there?
But whatever it is, I've been told by
Don't
my
jump the gun.
people
Don't jump
that
the gun on that.
I'm going to try not to, because what I hate about incorporating is having to come up with a name that you are stuck with
I don't know, dumb hippie. How's
for
that
the rest
sound?
of your life. Boom, sold. Dumb Hippie Incorporated.
How about that?
I finally came up with a name.
Pot Queer Inc. What do you got?
Well, let's just go PQI then if
There
we're
we
going to
go.
go pot queer.